You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.
Very pleased we have so much time and so little to see. Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The stuff that dreams are made of.
What did you just say?
We're dreaming.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
Yeah. All right, everybody act cool.
Brace for impact.
Round up the usual suspects. If they move, kill them.
Anybody else?
What are you guys fans of? Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Oh my gosh. Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. Awesome. So we did have Lucifer filmed here. We've also done some Animaniacs here as well. Productions here as well. We've had Jurassic Park filmed here. That famous scene of them being chased by the T-Rex was done in this backlot. Now, we're going to be turning this corner here. And if you take a look to your left, you see this giant little wall of bushes. This is called a bush wagon. These exist because if we need to block out, let's say, this little practical set over here from being seen in a shot, we'll use bush wagons to block out the background. Now, if anybody's a Gilmore Girls fan, we've had a number backlot. For example, when Rory was late for her test and she had to get to Chilton, she took this route and she ended up getting hit by a deer. To your right, we have the Warner Brothers Lagoon. That lagoon takes about 10 hours to fill and 12 hours to drain, and it has been used in Gilmore Girls as well in the scene of Luke pushing his nephew Jess into the water when he was angry with him. That takes place in that lagoon. Now look at one of our longest running dramas. Now this jungle has also been used for Pretty Little Liars, which was one of our dramas in the 2010 era. To our left, this facade that was a type of way to prevent from seeing the end of the street in shoots. So let's say we need to do a neighborhood episode where the character is walking through their neighborhood. It's purposely in this swirly motion to make sure that the audience does not see the end of the street. Now, Warner Village right now is full of production offices, so all of these buildings do have offices inside of it for production to use, like let's say for Young Sheldon, which is one of our current shows on the lot. Now, you'll notice that most of these houses do not have a front lawn. The only house on Warner Village that has a front lawn is the house in one of our current running shows called Ballpark Abishola. It was also used in Pretty Little Liars' Hannah's house. Now to our right, we have this building right over here with the brick. Now, the brick is not real. The brick is developed in what we call the mill. The mill is full of craftsmen and artisans, and what they do is that they'll create a brick-like texture, and the art department will paint over it. So they might want, we have 32 sound stages. When the Warner Brothers originally immigrated from Poland to the U.S., they only had one backlot in 1928, and they had one backlot and 4 sound stages. We now have about 32 sound stages and 10 backlots. Now the Warner Brothers were actual brothers. There were 4 of them, Harry, Albert, Sam, and Jack, and they decided to dedicate their life's work to motion picture and film production when Harry and Sam went to a Nickelodeon, which at the time was just a theater that you would pay a nickel to get in. our left, that is the front fountain. That is the fountain that had the opening sequences of all the Friends episodes. Now we are entering French Street. To our left, this is Cafe Sur La Lotte in La La Land. Now, if you remember, Emma Stone's character in La La Land was giving Ryan Gosling a tour of the studio, and she points to this orange building to our right, saying that that's the last living set of Casablanca. Now, speaking of Gilmore Girls, this is the iconic gazebo from Gilmore Girls. This is in almost every shot of Gilmore Girls in the background, but it has also been used in things like Batman and Robin when Mr. Freeze was getting married. That was shot right over here. Now the gazebo is transferable. We can to come on to our studio. So this is Patsy's Pie, as well as the laundromat right over there to our right. Now these dry cleaners over here was also used in Shameless. And to our right, that is a theater that was used in The Big Bang Theory. This is a theater that Sheldon and his friends go to see Indiana Jones, and then they end up not getting in. So then they go through this alley right over here, and Sheldon steals the last 21 seconds of the film. For my Friends fans, this theater right over here was used in the episode where Joey invites Chandler to his movie premiere, and Chandler ends up falling asleep. That was done right over there. Now, even though this is New York Street and it is currently dressed to look like New York, this can also be dressed to look like any city anywhere. This was used for the movie The Last Samurai for the 1800s. For any of my comedy fans, this building right over here to our right, that is the building used in the film The Mask. That was used when Jim Carrey puts on the mask for the first time and he shoots out of the window and lands on the cement and says, "Hey Ma, look, I'm roadkill." To our left, now what they wanted to educate people with their gangster films was to show everybody that crime does not pay. So that was his entire message with gangster films.
love the glitter.
Self-guided tour, take as much time as you like. We have our
Today.